What's up, collective? So, this is going to be for the newly awakened. The what the fuck just happened? So, something super terrible happened in your life. And instead of reacting the way that you normally do, something fucking happened. And you're confused and you're scared, but you have this calm that comes over you. It's this feeling that tells you that you're no longer going to argue with people. You're no longer going to let people upset you. You're no longer going to fall for the fuckery. It's this really scary calm that comes over you, and you have absolutely no idea what to do with it or where to go. But you know that it's peaceful and you know that it's good, but you don't know where to go with it. So that's the beginning of your awakening. It's this calm that comes over you after something has hurt you to the depth of your soul. For many of you, you have to understand this is the path that you chose before you came here. You made an agreement with the divine that you were going to come here and go through all of these things. And whether this is your final test or the beginning of your test, you agreed with the divine to go through all of this. And so, unfortunately, I'd like to say that it's all happy from there, but it's not. Um, you're going to be tested to your core after that. You get this calm, you get this clarity, but unfortunately, you're still holding on to a lot of things that you've always held on to. Whether it's people pleasing, whether it's trying to be there for everybody, you're still holding on to this version of you that you can no longer hold on to. And so the divine is going to put you through one last test. And this one, again, it'll be in the form of a past person. It'll be in the form of a soulmate, a fallen twin flame, somebody that is going to actually test your resolve. And your resolve is going to be whether or not you're going to choose yourself and then walk away. Many of you have been brought here so that you can awaken other people. And that does not mean that you're going to sit here and hold their hand through their awakening. That means that you're here as a beacon for them. But that doesn't always mean that you stay. As a starseed, an earth angel, or a seer, or a guide, you're going to have to make really hard decisions to leave other people behind. But the mark that you make on their life, that is your purpose. Now, whether or not, your purpose could be to come into this person's life for a month, 2 months, but it's to awaken them to the possibility of what the divine can do for them. To finally see that they do not have to walk through life carrying all of the bitterness and the hate and the betrayal that they have seen in their life. If you awaken just one person, and that's what the divine brought you here to do, then you are walking in your purpose and you have done what you were meant to do. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. The people that you may awaken are going to betray you in the worst way possible. And by the time they awaken, you may be like, yay, bitch, good, I'm glad for you. But the thing is, you have to understand that even though you may be upset with them, your purpose, your purpose is to awaken others. And so, even if you may be mad at the people that you finally get to awaken, whether it takes 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, or 10 years, that was your purpose and you have succeeded. For some of you, these people could have betrayed you to your core. And somewhere deep down inside, you may not be clapping for them or giving them their flowers. But at the end of the day, you have to really look at it. If you know that you were here to awaken that person, to change their life course, to follow the divine, to have them choose a different path so that they can awaken others, those aren't their flowers, those are your flowers. You have done what the divine has asked you to do. And if you're still salty, well, then again, you need to understand that that was your job. And before you came here, that is what you agreed to. All of us star seeds, all of us earth angels that have come here because we love the divine and we agree to these contracts, don't ever, if you are a true earth angel, then you know that that is your purpose. And that person was put in your path as part of your contract with the divine. And if that person actually awakens and actually gets on their purpose, then you have done your job. You have fulfilled your contract with the divine. These could be people from your past, people that you have strong soul ties with. But again, before you came here, you agreed to that contract with the divine. And so you can't be bitter or mad about the things that they did because, again, they were meant to come in, they were meant to be in your path to make you stronger, to make you love yourself more, and to make your relationship with the divine stronger. If that person fails to awaken, if that person does not fulfill their destiny and does not fulfill their contract, don't see that as a failure because I know the divine doesn't. It just means that in this lifetime, that person, and again, this could have been lifetimes and lifetimes, that this soul contract has never been fulfilled. There could be you, as the person who is breaking generational curses upon that person's ancestry, maybe it's just not time for them to break that contract yet, or break those curses. And maybe they're not meant to break them. Maybe in the past they've done things, their ancestry has done things just so corrupt, so vile, that the divine will, it is totally up to that person's free will to choose to be the generation curser or generation breaker. But because that ancestry is so cursed, that task is just so high that one single person just is not able to do it alone. There could have been such a curse placed upon that ancestry, that generation, that bloodline, and just they've done so many things to star seeds, so many things to earth angels, so many things to the collective over generations and lifetimes, that to put that burden on one single person is a lot. And you have to understand that these people come into this life with a curse upon them. So, I'm not ever advocating for any of you to take these people back into your life, because I know that the one person that I was meant to meet, and the one person I was meant to put on their path, I did everything that I could. And then there was divine intervention where the divine pulled me out of that place and said, okay, that's all you can do before I go down with them. That's all that you can do. You cannot help those who will not help themselves. You cannot put your life, your destiny, your family's ancestry, your family's destiny on the line for somebody who doesn't choose to do that. Some generational curses are easier to break than others. And some generations have cursed their bloodlines for generations upon generations upon generations. But that's their karma. It's our job to learn the lesson that we're placed here to learn, to free our ancestors. That's our job. And in our job, if it's placed before us to try to help and free others, then yes, that's our job too. But everybody has free will. Everybody gets to choose whether or not they want to free their ancestors, whether they want to be generational curse breakers. And if they choose not to, you just simply have to walk away. We are but servants to the divine. He loves us and guides us and protects us. And again, with divine intervention tells us, okay, I gave that person, that soul, that bloodline another chance, and yet they have failed him again. And that's when he tells us to walk away. And that's what we need to do when the divine intercedes, is walk away. Because if we don't, that will take you down. That will take your children down. That will take your family down. That will take your ancestors down. And you just can't do that. People who refuse to answer the calling, yes, we call them karmic, and they get very upset with us. But the thing is, they have to understand that That burden is on them. It was their job to be the generational curse breaker, just like us. And if they choose not to, then there's nothing that we can do. You have to put yourself first. You have to put your children first, your family first, your ancestors first, the divine first, your spirit guides, all of them. Because at the end of the day, those are the ones who walk with you. So, again, for those of you who have just awakened, there's a whole lot of stuff that is going to be coming towards you, and you're going to be so confused. You're going to feel a sense of calm, and then you're going to feel a sense of what the fuck is this spiritual tax, and then you're going to feel a whole plethora of things. But just know that you have a soul tribe out here that is here to support you no matter what. You just have to find them. Whether you're part of my soul tribe or somebody else's soul tribe, we're all part of the same soul tribe because we're all here with the divine. We all support each other. It's going to be very, very confusing, but you're not alone. And you were awakened for a very, very, very important purpose. And that is to be the generational curse breaker in your family. Because you have strength, because you have beauty. And as hard as you feel that this may be, you've got this. You have all of us. You have the divine. You have your ancestors. You have your spirit guides. Whenever you feel so lost or confused, touch grass, meditate, talk to the divine, and he will give you the answers. But you're never, ever alone. Ever. And once you start to let go of what you thought you knew and what you know now, that you are the generational curse breaker in your family, you will understand that you have never been alone. You have had your ancestors, your angels, your spirit guides, the divine by you, by your side from the second that you came into this world. And they will be by your side until the day that you ascend out of this world. It's confusing, but it's beautiful. You're going to find so much strength in yourself that you never knew. You're going to find a calm that you never knew was possible. The things that you thought were so important, these earthly things, they will fall away, and they'll be replaced with what you ultimately want, which is peace, calm, balance, the ability to talk to your spirit guides, reach out to them. You will have this overwhelmingly feeling of peace, confusion, loss. Like what do I do now? And again, it's a process, but I'm here to tell you that you're not alone. And you're here for a purpose. So, my beautiful collective, that is what the divine wanted me to tell you guys tonight. Because I was in my Betty Bye, but he said, get your booty up and deliver this message. So, this is the message that I have for you guys. Again, you are here for a reason. You're walking in your purpose. You are not alone. It is confusing, but again, you will find the like-minded people who will understand you. And again, this road is going to be very difficult. You're going to have to let go of a lot of people that you were just eventually not going to be very yoked with anymore. It's going to be a lot, but you're going to find this beautiful, beautiful peace in your life that again, you will start to protect at all costs. And whether that means letting go of this person, that person, friends, family, whomever, trust me, once you find your peace, you're not going to want to let it go. There are going to be tests along the line. Um, some of them are very annoying and they don't go away. And I'm talking about people in your energy. But again, give it to your ancestors, give it to the divine. You don't need to worry about any of that. As long as you stand in your truth, you stand in your authenticity, you stand in your purpose, you're not always going to be right. You're not going to always do everything right. But as long as you do it from a place of authenticity, that you're trying to do it right, that's all the divine is asking of you. As long as you're trying to do it right, again, these are stepping stones. It's like learning how to walk. You're gonna fumble along the way. We are always learning, we're always adapting, we're always awakening, we're always ascending, we're always learning new things, awakening to new things, awakening to new possibilities, awakening to new gifts, awakening to a new sense of us. Being part of the collective is not I just awoken and now I'm awake. Anybody who tells you that is a liar. You do. It's not a light switch. You are constantly changing, constantly learning, constantly awakening, constantly adapting, constantly being proven wrong, constantly going, oh, wow, okay, then there's that. Yeah, it's a it's your evolution to the highest person that you can be, but you have to be open to it. The one thing that I always tell my kids, and I stand true to this day, is you don't know shit. You know, when you're in your 20s, you think you fucking know everything, even though you are semi like, retarded. And I don't mean that offensively. And then you get into your 30s and then you realize that in your 20s you didn't know shit. And then you get into your 35s and you're like, wow, I was fucking stupid then too. And then you get into your 40s, you're like, holy shit, I'm still dumb. Being awakened is a constant, how can I be better? How can I be better for those that I love? How can I set a good example? How can I serve the divine? How can I awaken other people like without imp- imposing? How can I be a beacon of light? How can I do this? How can I do that? It's a constant questioning of how you can be a service to the people around you. When you walk in your purpose and you know what your purpose is, how can I be a beacon of service to those around me? Whether you're reading tarot and you're trying to warn people about the shady people in their energy, the shady people around them, um, or just doing something really nice for somebody that deserves it. But see, the thing is, being part of the collective, one of the hardest things we have to fucking like realize and understand is the devil is always after us. So we have to determine all the time. We have to use our discernment and our intuition. Who are those who really need our help and are deserving of it? And who are here to trick us? Who are here to try to get our energy, try to get us to go against the divine? It is a constant battle. And if you are a chosen one, it's because the divine knows that you are a warrior. You're probably somebody who's gone through a lot of shit in your life. And yet you're not some bitter bitch walking around hating everybody, blaming everybody for all the shit that's ever happened to you. You're just like, well, yeah, well, that shit happened. That's what separates you from other people. That's why you're a chosen one. You're not somebody who goes around crying. You're not someone who goes around crying and complaining about all the things that have happened to you. No. You're like, well, yeah, that happened. You're somebody who has learned to adapt, to change, to understand that there's no amount of crying, complaining, bitching, or crying that's ever going to change what has happened to you. And so your options are to either let it go or let it dictate your life. Let it, you run around being a bitter bitch about it. You have chosen the latter, to be like, yeah, that sucked, but I'm not going to let it dictate my life. All of us chosen ones, we have these rare traits that are deep inside of us. We don't look what we've been through. We've never let life beat us. We've never acted like a fucking victim. And that's because the divine, even though we were asleep, the divine has always walked with us. Our ancestors have always walked with us. Our spirit guides have always walked with us. Our awakening wasn't by accident, it was divinely guided at the exact time that we were able to comprehend our awakening. Could you fucking imagine being in like a college dorm and you go through your awakening? Bro, you'd be in a padded room. Our awakening was divinely guided and done at the exact time that the divine knew that for for us that are going to answer the call, that's when we're going to answer the call. Because, if you're at a Kager, we might be like, let it go to voicemail. There are no accidents. And again, we were awakened at the exact time that we were needed, when we can handle it. Again, the divine is great and amazing. So, for those of you just going through your awakening, you're not alone. There's lots of us out here in the spiritual community. You just have to find your soul tribe. Don't go seeking them. Again, you'll find them in divine timing. But again, you're not alone. And none of this was by accident. Y'all signed up for this, okay? Y'all signed up for this. So before you go crying and complaining about this or that, for those of you who have answered the call, y'all signed up for this. And I'm pretty sure for those of you who did, you wouldn't have any other way. So that's my message for you guys tonight. I love you all. I hope you sleep well. Angels, ancestors, gods and goddesses, spirit guides, and the divine, please watch over the collective as they sleep. Please block out anybody coming towards the collective, trying to astral travel, or bring bad dreams towards the collective. Please protect the collective as they sleep, them and their loved ones. Until next time, guys, I love you all. Sleep well. God bless. And I'll see you guys on the next one.